Greetings to everyone. Trust you all are doing great by the grace of God. So today I would love to share a testimony with you all. It's actually my pregnancy testimony, and I've been holding back this testimony for quite some time now, and it's not a good thing. I don't feel good about it, holding back the amazing things that God has done in my life. It's very important to share your testimony with people, be it family, friends, or just normal people on the social media. It's very important to share your testimonies with people. It's very important for people to see how amazing, how great, how awesome, how marvelous God is. It's very important for people to see the miraculous things that God does in the lives of people. It is very important. So please, if you are someone out there who has been holding back his or her testimonies, please procrastinate no more and put out the testimony for people to view, for people to watch, put it out, so that God's name can be glorified through that testimony. So let me properly introduce myself. My name is Cynthia Munke, Mrs. Abang Cynthia. I am a makeup artist. I am a mom of twin babies. Yeah, I'm a Mani, and I am a Cameroonian. And let's get right into it. So I got married in June 2021, and after I got married, my husband and I decided we were not going to start trying for a baby as soon as possible until probably the next year or after 2 years. So that was how 2021 just went by, and we entered 2022. So when we entered 2022, we decided to start trying for a baby. And 2022 was one of those years where a lot was just going on in my life. Like, I didn't understand what was going on, and that was the year when I decided to take my spiritual life more seriously. That was the year I made up my mind to have a deep and intimate relationship with God, and also to work on my prayer life, improve on my prayer life and my word study life. That was the year. And that was the year when I joined the Hallelujah Challenge and also the NSPPD 7 a.m. prayer altar, all in 2022. So you can tell what was going on in my life. Like, I really needed God at that time. I didn't want to be a lukewarm Christian anymore. So I was really like struggling to stay consistent in the presence of God. So for those of you who have been participating in the Hallelujah Challenge, we know that there are always 2 sessions each year, the February and the October session. So that year, in 2022, I joined the Hallelujah Challenge, the February session. That was actually my first time, so it was a bit challenging, considering the time as well. I'm always like an early bird person. I always go to bed early, so considering the time was at 12 a.m., it was quite a struggle for me. It was quite challenging for me, but I still tried. I attended the first 2-3 days, and I kind of stopped and came back. Like, it was quite a challenge for me to participate, for me to be consistent. So that was how the February session ended. Okay, I decided I would try to be more consistent in the next session. That was in October. So when the October session came by, I started again, and I still was not fully consistent, but at least I was more consistent compared to the February session. So I was praying there, and alongside I was praying, I was doing the NSPPD 7 prayer as well alongside, even though I was not consistent in that area as well, but at least I was trying to grow my spiritual life. It was something that I began doing, so it was quite challenging. It was a bit difficult. So that was how 2022 came to an end, and I still did not conceive. I still did not have any baby. So I really was not that bothered about the fact that I did not have a baby that year, because I kind of had the feeling that maybe it wasn't just God's time yet for me to have a baby, and I knew that when his time is right, he will make it happen, as his word says in Isaiah 60:22. So I just had to make peace with that fact and move on. So it really did not bother me, even though at some point in time I was actually worried, but I didn't want to let that bother me. So I just had to move on, and that was how 2022 came to an end. Then we entered 2023. That year I decided that I was going to be more intentional and more consistent with my walk with God, with my spiritual life, in growing my spiritual life, my prayer life, and my word study life. I decided I was going to be more intentional. I had to wake up from my sleep and slumber, because I've been sleeping throughout. I slept throughout 2022 and nothing happened. So I had to wake up from my sleep and slumber and take this walk with God. So I was so looking forward to the next Hallelujah Challenge that took place in February, as in the February session that year. year 2023. So I was so looking forward to it, and when it finally came, I participated fully. Like, I did not skip a day. I was so intentional and consistent. I had to set my alarm 3 different times before 12 a.m. I had to set my alarm for 11 o'clock, 11 p.m., 11:30 p.m., and 11:59 p.m., then 12 a.m. Like, I needed to stay awake. I did not want anything that would make me fall asleep, so I had to be more intentional about it.